Okay, so now we'll check out question number 7. How do you calculate for the percent yield? So I'm going to write down the equation for percent yield. I before E. And basically, this is your actual yield. And by actual yield, I mean like the mass that you obtain in your actual experiment. So your actual yield will be divided by your theoretical yield. And then this value is multiplied by 100% to convert to percentage. So theoretical yield is the value that you obtain when you use stoichiometry. And your mass of reactants. To calculate how much product you expect to have. So in an ideal world, if you do an experiment and you want to calculate a certain amount of water, we should be able to calculate how much we expect to produce, and it should ideally be the same as our actual yield. But most of the times this isn't the case. Like sometimes you get less than what you expect, so that's why we need to calculate percent yield to see how accurate we were in doing the experiment. So there are other times where you get more than you need to, and that's when you know you might have done something wrong. If you get a percent yield that's like above 100%. So let's see what our junior tutor said. They said to calculate for the percent yield, we need to first calculate for the theoretical yield. Calculate for this, we use stoichiometry. So here they give a nice example of silver nitrate and sodium chloride to yield silver chloride and sodium nitrate. And then this is given by the chemical equation. So everything reacts at a 1-to-1 ratio. If we used 15 grams of silver nitrate, theoretically we will obtain, and then they calculate it out. So to calculate the theoretical grams of silver chloride, let's say, you have your 15 grams of silver nitrate, and then you want to find out the number of moles that you get for silver nitrate. So they did that just by dividing by the molar mass. And then to convert how many moles of silver chloride, you need to multiply by the molar ratio. So they did 1/1. And then to find the mass you would theoretically obtain, you need to multiply those moles by the molar mass of silver chloride. So theoretically, if we used 15 grams of silver nitrate, you should get 12.65 grams of silver chloride. If the actual yield is 9.7 grams of silver chloride, the percent yield can be calculated using this formula. So percent yield is equal to 100% times actual over theoretical yield. So you do 9.7 divided by the theoretical 12.65 times 100. So here their percent yield was 76.646%. So that's actually pretty good. So this solution is correct. So they gave a good example of how you would calculate a theoretical value. So that's why it's always important to make sure that your chemical equation is balanced. So let's say everything wasn't in a 1-to-1 ratio, then your molar ratio would be like a different value. So just make sure you know how to do that as well.